Let's talk about Donald Trump's conflicts of interest and this little old thing called the Constitution, which many Trump voters claim to really support. We talked about how Donald Trump said he would put his businesses into a blind trust, which of course exposed he has no clue what that is because a blind trust does not involve you knowing exactly where your money is invested. Read Trump's real estate projects and hotels, etc. And you don't know what decisions are being made by the trustees. And since Donald Trump's own kids are going to be the trustees, there is obviously a direct connection there, and there is nothing there that you would call a blind trust. We talked about this ridiculous inclusion of Ivanka Trump in a meeting with President-elect Donald and the Japanese prime minister. She is not someone who is even legally allowed to be part of Trump's administration. She is not someone who has a security clearance. It's a disaster. Okay. Now let's get to the legality of this. It's worth noting that Donald Trump is poised to go against what the Constitution says on day one in office. Now, this is not my opinion, right? This is not progressive David Pakman who has come up with this opinion. This is the opinion of George W. Bush's ethics lawyer. And I'll explain. The Constitution does not allow presidents to seek or receive gifts from foreign agents. Friday evening, as reported by the Washington Post, about 100 foreign diplomats gathered at President-elect Donald's hotel in Washington, D.C., to sip Trump-branded champagne, dine on sliders, and hear a sales pitch from President-elect Donald about the newest hotel in Washington, D.C. And this included a tour of the hotel's $20,000 a night townhouse suite. And the article in the Washington Post actually says foreign diplomats said in no uncertain terms that they would be deliberately staying at Trump's hotel when they're in D.C. in order to curry favor with soon-to-be President Donald. Here's a quote from one diplomat from an Asian nation, according to the Washington Post. Why wouldn't I stay at his hotel blocks from the White House, so I can tell the new president, I love your new hotel? Isn't it rude to come to his city and say, I am staying at your competitor? Does anybody realize what we have here? We have an incoming president that is holding an event with foreign leaders to solicit business to his hotel from foreign governments. And then we have foreign agents, diplomats, elected officials saying, I would absolutely accept the president-elect's inducement for business in order to win political favor with him as president. Staying at the hotel, Pat, as a foreign nation in this context is considered a gift of monetary value, which, as we heard from Richard Painter, a University of Minnesota law professor who was the chief ethics counsel to President George W. Bush, that would violate a provision of the Constitution intended to prevent exactly this.
Well, to its credit, I mean, I don't think Donald Trump has much of an idea of what's actually in the Constitution outside of the Second Amendment. He doesn't know about all these specific clauses and that sort of thing.
No, like the First Amendment, for example.
Yeah, if only he had borrowed Kaiser Khan's copy of the Constitution, maybe he'd be more educated on it.
That would have been useful to him. And we're referring to the Constitution's emoluments clause, which provides that, quote, no person holding any office of profit or trust under the United States shall, without the consent of the Congress, accept of any present emolument, office, or title of any kind whatsoever from any king, prince, or foreign state. The diplomat's effort to seek favor from Donald Trump by staying at his hotel would absolutely be a gift. This is what George W. Bush's own ethics advisor has said. And this is just absolutely amazing. It's not just George W. Bush's former ethics advisor that thinks this. On Twitter, Harvard law professor Lawrence Tribe agrees with Painter, tweeting out that read Judd Legum thread. He's right regarding the emoluments clause. These are not legally ambiguous situations. This is very, very clearly not okay. How can Trump get out of this? Well, Painter says the only good answer would be that Trump sell the hotel to his kids or give it to his kids legally and pay the gift tax before his inauguration. But the thing is, Pat, even if he does that, the kids still have direct access to Trump. We know Ivanka has been in meetings with foreign leaders. There's nothing like a blind trust, and there's no reason to think Trump is going in that direction because the guy doesn't even know what the hell that is.
He really should just step up and do the right thing here. I think that would be in the public's best interest. But how amazing is it that on Inauguration Day, on the day that he swears to uphold the Constitution,
he'll be violating it.
Foreign dignitaries in attendance who go back and stay at his hotel.
Yeah.
Complete contradiction.
It's unbelievable that this is what's going on, and this is America. This is Trump's America. Today's program is made possible in part by Movement Watches. I am wearing my Movement watch today. And the really cool thing about Movement Watches is the company was started by two broke college kids that just wanted to wear stylish watches, couldn't afford them, and they actually crowdfunded their company, similarly to how the David Pakman Show has used crowdfunding over the years to expand and grow what we do. The Movement watches start at just $95. If you go to a department store and you want a watch of this caliber, quality, and design, you're looking at $400 to $500. And Movement Watches figured out, hey, if we sell online, we can cut out the middleman and cut out the retail markup and provide the best possible pricing. You can get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns if you go to mvmtwatches.com/Pakman. That's Pakman. I picked this watch because I like the design and the simplicity and minimalism. They have all sorts of different watches that you can check out. This is the time to step up your watch game. Go to mvmtwatches.com/Pakman. That's Pakman.